So you had to lie in the sun? Now he has to lie in the sun. That seems pretty even.
I got leg humped by a Doberman.
I got shoulder humped by a Doberman. To completion.
Oh, yeah. So can I cross you off the list now?
Yes, come in. Mr. President, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you, sir.
What is it, Robert?
Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, sir, but it appears we've run down to your last 5 pounds of hash.
Good God, man! What's to be done with it? What are you doing about this?
Now, Mr. President, I can assure you that we're taking all conservatory measures. I just called Afghanistan a minute ago.
Ah, yes. Great, Robert. I was afraid I was going to have to resort to my old crack habit addiction.
Sense, shed the skin, remove the mask. Is the truth-based bliss where liars can't ask? So entangled is the world become, and forced upon all are the ways of the sun. So hear this well in humanity's game. The machine won't break if all our pieces are the same. We feel deranged in the wandering mist. Some of us are only happy if we're sad or pissed. Indifference and selfishness taking their toll until the bulk of the people think of the people as a whole. Extreme poverty and an abundance of wealth, and us fast on a collision course with ourselves. Some believe to achieve certain things is to meddle, but we'd all become gods if we chose not to settle. We want a solution that's worthy to salute, not a machine that's requiring us to rape, deceive, and pollute. Stark imbalance drives threats and demands as we progress through many lifespans. We're segregated into separate lands, but we are the key. It's in our hands. Let us now focus on what you have created. Only more enemies in your world is falsated. We're thinking the world should live how you want them to. Obey the law unless the person is you. Corrupting everything from A to Z, and you think it's too late to let the people live free. Everyone has a time in your job, so speed it up. By control of population, cause the numbers are enough. Now what
time to make a decision. Getting rid of politics is the right thing to do. We're all fed up, so now we're coming after you. We want a solution that's worthy to salute. Not a machine that's requiring us to rape, deceive, and pollute. Stark and balanced strikes, threats, and demands as we progress through many lifespans. We're segregated into separate lands, but we are the key. It's in our hands.
An evolutionary leap right in front of our eyes. The youth steps in at the elder demise. The moon's deathbed is supported by fear, and the young savant, he can take it from here. He says there are answers for the ills of the earth that'll usher in a new wave of incredible birth. He knows the causes of war, and that's just fine. But if he says there can be peace, he must be out of his mind. They refuse to connect the dots. Pure underestimation of the prodigy's thoughts. Greed and pride, spiritual cancer, knowledge and love, the worldwide answer. He speaks of the things that they buried and hid, but they don't hear him out because he's only a kid. But after the death of the powerfully absurd, maybe him and his crazy ideas can be heard.
We want a solution that's worthy to salute. Not a machine that's requiring us to rape, deceive, and pollute. Stark and balanced strikes, threats, and demands as we progress through many lifespans. We're segregated into separate lands, but we are the key. It's in our hands.